Hey guys, it's Astraia and welcome back to another sweet build. So today's sweet build is a family home and I actually built it for my current household that I'm playing with in my own time. So it's sort of, that's Em as an artist. She's a master of the reels, so she's at the top of the painting career. So that is hopefully quite evident in this build. I tend to put a lot of paintings and everything up in all of my builds anyway, but I'm hoping that there's definitely an appreciation of art in the home, and on top of that there's like a little sunroom at the back, and that's basically where she paints. That's where she's got her easel, and she's got like that little still life it's a statue thing and stuff like that, and like some of the artist's career rewards. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a basis for this house, but it's sort of, I mean, I'm Scottish, so there's not really any suburbs here, like not in the same way that there is in America. So in that respect, to me, this is like a suburban home. I don't know if you Americans out there would consider it a suburban home. I do. And I don't technically tend to build these types of homes. Certainly, if I do, they're normally like tiny builds or like little cute one-bedroom ones, like little starter homes. So this is different for me, in that sense. But I had a lot of fun with it. I've not done a larger build in quite a while. And I mean, I know you wouldn't look at this and it's like, oh, it's a huge build. This is on a 30 by 20 lot. It's in Rindleton Bay because that's where the sim is actually based. But yeah. So it's not a huge build. It's not even a big build, but it's big to me in the sense that I prefer, or lately I've been preferring tiny builds, and I've been doing really small one-bedroom cottage style builds. So yeah, this is different for me, or new for me for this time. I feel like I'm sort of babbling a little bit. But yeah, so anyway, the Machino stuff pack has been out for a couple of days now at this point of me doing this voiceover. And when I was actually building this, I sort of built the outside and the landscape and everything. And I think the kitchen, before Machino stuff came out, and then I went back and it sort of changed the style a little bit. I think the kitchen still goes with it because the kitchen's got the sort of modern feel to it. It's not like a hyper modern kitchen or anything, but it's not dated either. I don't think it's it's a nice mix, and that sort of carries on throughout the build, I would say. Anyway, but yeah, wait till you see the living room. The living room is just full Machino stuff pack. And I love it so much. I actually see those couches, they are a dream come true. A literal dream come true, because I feel like you can actually build a proper corner unit with it. And that's something that we've not really had before. There's some couches that you can sort of put them together and then there's obviously clipping, but the clipping's not obvious. Yeah, I realised what I just said. Of course there's clipping, but you can't, looking at it, you can't really see the clipping, if that makes more sense. And that it's that similar idea for the couches, the corner unit that I make here. They fit really, really well together, and personally, I don't even think, looking at it, you wouldn't look at it and think, oh, that's fake, that's forced together or anything, because sometimes, like, if you overlap paintings or something on the wall, or like more often posters, they sort of have like this shader effect where it's like the cross hatching, and then you're like, oh, that's obviously clipped. But it's not that obvious. Like, see if you see there, I've just finished it there. I know it's sped up so much that you can't actually see that it was like worked on a lot. But there's sort of like an extended footstool part of the couch that doesn't have a back to it. So if you put those two parts on both of the couches, like where they touch each other, and then the corner armchair, like the armrest that sort of sits on a corner, if you then put that on top of it, it genuinely looks like a corner unit. And I was so happy. So happy. So this room is quite modern in my opinion, and it's also very monotone, and I absolutely love it. If you wait and see, like, the next room that we do is the sort of artist room, and it is so brightly coloured. It's like, you know, very in your face, brightly coloured. And I feel like this room is a really, really nice counterbalance for it. Like, this room has, it doesn't even have like a pop of colour. Normally I'd put in like, I don't know, some cushions or something that would really sort of brighten the place up. And I haven't done that. The only sort of bits of colour in this are plants, like just that bit of green. There's not even like really brightly coloured paintings or anything in this room, and it's really, really nice. I think it's actually really quite calming in a sense, because the room next door is so bright and it's so in your face with all the bright colours and everything. You can come into this room and it's sort of like, oh, okay, you know, not as full on. That's sort of more my style. Like, I like monotone rooms with then one colour in them, one or two colours in them. I have described before, or explained before on my channel, that for all I love clutter in this game, and placing clutter is really therapeutic for me, I don't actually like clutter in my own home. I prefer things to be like really quite neat and not minimalistic, because I do quite like details in my furniture and everything, and like rugs or, you know, throw cushions and a blanket and stuff like that. I like all of that in my own home, but the clutter sitting out, it gives me anxiety, like in real life, but in The Sims it helps my anxiety. So yeah, take from that what you will, but the living room in this build I really like. I would like that as my living room. That is sort of like the style I would live in. But then I would add a couple of colourful cushions in it. Just now I'm really liking duck egg. So my own bedroom is white walls, white furniture, a grey carpet, like a stone grey carpet, and then duck egg furnishings. So I've got like we have a feature wall that is duck egg blue, then some cushions on the bed, and then it's sort of like a duck egg checkered blanket at the bottom of the bed and everything. So yeah, I love my bedroom. I spend most of my time in the bedroom. not in that way or anything, but I mean, my living room, I don't consider my living room to be finished. It's got the basics, like we have a coffee table, a side table, two couches, TV unit, and then a desk. But it's a really big room, so there's room for either like a bookcase or something, or like a dining table. So there's like a quarter of the room that is just empty, and I'll feel a lot better once we actually have that filled up, because currently when I go in it just feels unfinished to me, so I don't like it. I mean, I like it, I like the room, I picked everything in the room, but it's just that sort of unfinished feel. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it, I'm very particular about my own home. Which is why that's one of the reasons that this is so much fun to me, actually doing this, because I get to explore all of these different styles and everything and go through the whole process and stuff and all the different colours that I wouldn't do in my own home, because I'd probably just get super uncomfortable with it. I can't stand mess. Not in a clean freak way or anything. I'm not that bad. I'm not a germaphobe or anything, but mess gets to a certain point and then it just really starts to bother me. So I just prefer things to just everything has a place and then everything's in its place. So that's me. There you go, you guys know some of my weirdness. Okay, so if you guys haven't noticed by now, that obviously this lot is based in Brindleton Bay, and I did mention earlier that the sim that it's for is based in Brindleton Bay. And she actually adopted a stray cat. So there are scratching posts and cat furniture and pet bowls and toys and everything sort of littered about the house. It's very pet friendly. So yeah, and the upstairs, again, I'm playing with colour a lot up here. So the study is those nice yellows and oranges. Then there's a spare room because she doesn't have any kids yet, although she did steal Brant Hecking, so sorry. She's now engaged to him because he's gorgeous, right? He's really fit. Who doesn't steal him when they play in Brindleton Bay? So yeah, they don't have kids yet though, is what I'm saying. So this is a spare room as opposed to a kid's room. So as you guys can see now, the spare room is green. That's the primary colour in here, and the master bedroom is a really nice muted baby blue. So lots of different colours upstairs, all very bright, all very welcoming. And I just really love this build. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's not the type of build that I do often, and I feel when I do get around to doing them, I like to do them well. Sometimes you can feel quite sort of all over the place. Sometimes I'm not the best with floor plans, but I'm happy with how this worked. I feel this house flows nicely. Especially downstairs. The downstairs is very open concept with the archways and everything. And I feel the rooms upstairs are a nice size. They're not too big or too small. The master bedroom is quite big. It has a lot of extra room in it, so it has a lot more clutter in it, because really that's the only bedroom that would be getting any use. And also, if you guys are putting this into your own game, the study's absolutely big enough to be a child's bedroom. You don't need to keep it like that, and then you could change the artist room downstairs into the study. So you can play about with it, obviously, to your heart's content. And just a quick word about this main bathroom upstairs. I know I'm putting stuff in front of the bath and shower unit, but it's fine, it's still playable. Your Sims still get in and out and everything, they don't have any issues with it. So yeah, we are coming towards the end of the build now, and because it was a bigger house than what I'm used to, this build length is a lot longer than what I'm used to. It's currently sitting at almost 20 minutes, 19 minutes something. And I've got to be honest, I have not talked this long for a video in a long time, other than my Let's Play the Castaway challenge, which by the way there will be a new episode of out soon. I am working on that. But yeah, with that there's a lot of editing and cuts and everything, so I'm not speaking for that length of time straight, whereas with these speed builds I just sit and I talk over my own build. So yeah, but it's good practice, because some of you guys will know that I am doing teacher training, So, you know, need to get used to the sound of my own voice, basically. Okay, yep, we are getting to the end of this video now. There's just the outdoor area after this, and it's just like a cute little back garden sort of thing, and that's it. There's obviously screenshots at the end if you guys want to stick around for them. If not, I get it, you know, we're all busy people. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, could you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already? And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone!